Hi guys, welcome back to 100% Mags, and I hope you are all, of course, good. I've got to say, that was an absolutely dreadful, dreadful game of football. Um, I mean, literally, what was going through the mind of the officials in that game with their decisions on what they did in that game tonight, that was absolutely poor. I'm absolutely livid with that performance. I really am, by the officials. It's just absolutely disgusting. The integrity. They keep talking about this, the integrity of the Premier League. They keep talking about the integrity about the Premier League. And tonight was a perfect example of why the integrity of the Premier League is completely and utterly gone just out of the window, because the agenda tonight on show was exactly why the Premier League is in the trouble that it is in, why we are seeing some absolutely horrible decisions being made in the game of football. The game that we once, of course, used to look at in the 90s, and we used to go, wow, this is football. This is what we want to see. This is what us football fans love, because this is our game. As Geordies, we live, we breathe football day in, day out. It's all we have. And to have that game tonight play out like it did is absolutely disgusting. I mean, Jessica said it just perfectly, right on point in the chat there. Ref was shocking, horrible for decision. And I mean, how do you give a decision like that on the 86th minute of the game, when it's clear as day that, Jota's gotten through on goal. He could easily put it away, and instead he's decided to go for the option of taking the dive and then to be given it, as well. Just absolutely disgusting. But talking about the other incidents in the game, of course, there was plenty of incidents that just really screamed that the referee wanted Liverpool to win this game, wanted, Liverpool to come away from this game with the 3 points in the bag. And, that penalty right at the end of the match, 86th minute, was a massive one. But there was red flags all the way through this game, pardon the pun, of course, about, the way the game was playing out. There was, the decision where Liverpool got a penalty just straight after a goal had been disallowed for a player being offside, rightly disallowed offside, I've got to say. But then the penalty call, on the 22nd minute, where, of course, Salah's penalty got saved by Dubravka, should have never been a penalty neither. So again, another poor decision, and then it's ended up coming back, to the back end of the game, and it's happening again. And this time, Salah putting it away into the back of the net, because he's been given another bite of the cherry, at the back end of the match, to be able to get himself on the score sheet for the game. Of course, he scored on the 49th minute of the game, by a tap-in off of a Nunez pass. But before, they even got their chance to get a goal, we actually had a perfectly good goal disallowed in the form of course, Dan Burns' header, which was clearly onside. Isak was clearly onside for that, and it was disallowed. I mean, Jessica's just said it there, there's just no words. It's absolutely disgusting what the referee has done tonight. It's absolutely disgusting what the VAR has done tonight as well, because it was clear as day that they had an agenda tonight on the officiating team. Both of the officials as well coming from Manchester. So that doesn't help matters neither, because it's only about, 30 minutes, if that, from Liverpool. So clearly there's a link there. And we all know, Liverpool and Manchester's always had a very close link with each other, even though, they say they hate each other. We all know they've had a very close link. I mean, you just have to go back to the 90s, when they were celebrating that they cost us a league title through Stan Collymore scoring in the game, of course, which Sky Sports had to bring that up tonight. And that's another thing, you know, that I want to talk about tonight's match is the absolute agenda on show by Sky Sports. I mean, you are a broadcaster. You are paid. You pay the Premier League to broadcast games, and you are absolutely one-sided as fucking shite on your broadcast, you know, just talking about Liverpool for ages and ages on the run up to the game, talking about Man City on the run up to the game. I mean, what is literally going through the mind of these people? I do not know. I've just had enough of it. It's absolutely disgusting. And like I say, it's just destroying the integrity of the game. It's just destroying what we love, which is football. You know, just seeing the lads go out there, give it their all, give it their heart, give it their soul, you know. And tonight, I just can't, you know, for any of the Newcastle lads tonight that put in every ounce of energy they could for winning that game. And they really were screwed tonight by a poor officiating team, a one-sided agenda that was clear on show for everybody to see in a prime time slot as well. Monday Night Football live on Sky Sports, you know, perfectly prime spot for everybody to see the corruption. And, you know, nothing's going to get done about it, obviously, because it never does. And at the end of the day, we'll just have to take this on chin and move on. But I'll say what I've always said, you know, it won't last forever. Enjoy your kicks, enjoy your punches, enjoy your laughs, enjoy everything that you've got right now to take the mick out of Newcastle United, because we will be coming, and whether anybody likes it, Newcastle United will be winning a Premier League title, an FA Cup, a League Cup. We'll win the goddamn fucking lot, because, you know, there's nothing that is going to stop us from doing that. FFP might stop with at the moment, but it's not going to stop with forever. And Newcastle United will come for that Premier League title. And I've got to say, you know, I really don't see Liverpool winning the Premier League title. Sorry to, of course, of a mate of mine called Calvin, of course, who usually comes on the channel, but he was busy, of course, with New Year's Eve last night. So, you know, he wasn't able to come on and do the preview like he normally does. But even he said, you know, on a message to us on Facebook, he said it was never a penalty. You know, it's just absolutely disgusting that that has literally happened tonight at Anfield. And of course, again, it's just, you know, what we all pretty much expected really in our minds, that this was going to happen, you know, start off the new year and end up with a loss at Anfield against Liverpool. Now we've got to go into the next game, of course, in the league, which is Man City. But before that, we've got to take on our neighbours down the road, the Mackhams, in the FA Cup, and I cannot wait for that one. Let us know your thoughts, of course, lads and lasses, on that game tonight at Anfield. I mean, I'm absolutely livid, as you can tell, about that. You know, it was just absolutely one-sided as hell, and I am really, really angry at the just pure corruption that is on show, and it just continues, you know, to be given time by a lot of these broadcasters. And nothing even said neither, you know, when Sean Longstaff got a shove in the back in the game, you know, which was done by Endo, who was already on a yellow card as well, and it should have been a penalty for me when he got that shove in the back. Endo, of course, quickly taken off as soon as they got the chance to. It's just pure corruption, pure corruption. And when will it end? Who knows? But hopefully, you know, something, you know, happens down the road, because if this continues on, you know, it's just going to ruin football for everybody. But like I say, you know, it won't last forever. Newcastle United will come to winning a Premier League title with the kind of passion our players show, with the tactical ability that Eddie Howe and Jason Tyndall have got as well. You know, it's inevitable. We will win a trophy. We will win the Premier League, and, you know, nobody is going to be able to stop that. But like I say, you know, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below on that game. Happy New Year as well to everybody, because I didn't get to tell you that last night, of course, because I was celebrating the New Year. But hopefully, you know, this match has not ruined the start of 2024 for you lads and lasses. I mean, it's not the best way for to start the year, but we'll see what happens, you know, going into that game against the Mackhams, which there will be a little special surprise on the channel for the preview for that one. So keep an eye out on the channel for that. And of course, I'll see you all in the next one. However, that's.